Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using Angel's Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Alright, I'm going to do the relationship first, singles second, and the oracle cards come out as necessary. You? Yes. Let's do the you first. Okay, good. Alright. Only two. Okay. Alright. Now is this progressing? No, is this the same energy? On your side, it seems to be where we're starting out. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. I was going to say fire. I'm reading them as fire. I'm definitely reading them as fire. Alright, now when I see this come through, you're moving forward, you're taking initiative. This is something you've been thinking of for a while and you're very passionate about, but it's just now that you're bringing it into existence. It's something you've had thoughts on, but now is the opportunity and you're moving forward on it. Fairly quickly? Fairly quickly. Alright. That seems to be where we're starting. Now, your partner, they seem to be in a different boat going on here. While that's going on for you, they have the Eight of Cups here. I almost feel like they're ambivalent whether they want to be a part of it or not. I'm not even sure if there's really a choice, but they seem to be toying with the idea of like maybe there's a choice. They don't really want to be involved, but I feel like they are kind of being pulled into it here. That's weird for this card. This is usually a card where it's like, keep something or leave something, that type of thing. This feels like they don't really want to be involved, but they're kind of going along with it. They're feeling like they need to. Okay, I'm not going to judge that any further than that. When we go into the Knight of Wands, that's for your partner. It's like, I feel like they start off like they really don't want to do it, but they accept that they need to, and then they go full board right into it. Boom, right into it, real quick. I'm getting quick in, quick out though. Like they don't really want to. They feel like they have to. They get right into it, and then it goes into the Hermit. Like they back off. There's a weird, like, I don't really want to. All right, full board. All right, never mind. That's kind of like, boom, like it's like a spike, and then it just kind of dies off. Now this when they kind of seem to fall to the wayside, like I don't know what it is you're doing because it's a general thing, of course. Whatever you're getting involved with, you've had thoughts about it. You're starting it. You're going out. You're getting it going. They don't really want to be a part of it, but they're like, all right, well, I guess we gotta. So they get rid. They help you. They're actively involved for a quick minute, and then they just kind of like drop off to the side. They're like avoiding you, or they're just preoccupied with other things. They're preoccupied with other things by choice. I hate to say that's kind of what it feels like. When this is happening, when they seem to be pulling away again, I feel like that kind of it puts you in this Hierophant spot where you're still pushing the situation forward. You've made the decision what you want to do, but I feel like the weight of it is put on you. If you want this situation to survive, you have to put in that extra effort to make it work forward. And I do feel like you're very dedicated to it. This card usually does, at least for me, speak about dedication. It also feels about there's some burden and some payoff at the same time, which seems to be the mode we got going on here. Alright, so this is seeming to talk about where we're going. You do also have the Knight of Cups here. I'm getting that this is talking about your relationship. Like your partner seems to have pulled back, and I don't feel you getting angry about it. I feel like the love is there, and you're realizing they don't really want to be a part of it. I feel like that initial jump in where they tried to help you and then they realized they just aren't into it. I feel like that was enough for you to realize that they tried, but that they're not really going the same direction as you. And this, I feel like you try to make this work out on your own for, it says for a few weeks here. That within the, I feel like that's what this is saying. Like you're gonna try to make this work out on your own for the next few weeks. I don't really know if that's really possible because one of the reasons you're kind of holding on is you're thinking they might come back around. They might change their mind. So you're kind of keeping it going. You're trying to hold it together yourself. You got the temperance here. You got the patience for it. You're just continuing on. You're realizing this is something you're passionate about. Your partner not so much, but maybe they're going to come back and support you a little bit more because you really, the way this is going forward, you really need them involved to keep going. That's what I'm feeling. You need them involved. You need them involved. Now, I feel like at this point, as you're waiting, like this goes on for a few weeks. I do feel that. Your partner, I feel like, poses these other options because I don't feel like they really don't want to get back involved, and they're telling you that. They're letting you know. They're showing you some options and some other ways to go with this. And I feel like they're almost going in their own direction at that point. Because they have other ideas about things they want to do, and I feel like they're saying like, if I spend that time doing that, I don't really want to do that. But these other things I do want to do, and they're going in that direction. That Ace of Wands where they're standing, there's other things they'd rather do, and they're going in that direction. They have other ideas. They're proposing them to you as well. They're putting them out there to you, but I feel like they're moving in this other direction. Okay. At this point, you get the Six of Swords. I feel like this isn't going to work out if it's just you in it, and I feel like that's how you're looking at it. So you're leaving it. You're letting it go. Whatever the project or situation was, at this point, after a few weeks, and you realize your partner's definitely going in a different direction, they're doing their own thing. I don't feel like you can sustain this without them. So you're letting it go because you realize they're not coming back around. Now, they seem to be just kind of moving on, and they're just kind of moving on like the situation solved itself, like it's not an issue. I do feel like this is an issue between, like I feel like this bothers you. The ask your angels on their side, like you might want to like look a little deeper and see if there's something else going on here. What does that mean? Like, is there something else that could bring you closer together? I feel like is what they're saying here. You might have to take a closer look at the relationship and like, are you both headed in the same direction? I feel like at this point you're wanting to find a way to move in the same direction, but you're trying to see if there's a way to do that. Because they seem to be just kind of moving on without really acknowledging that you had to give up something you wanted to do. But you might want to look a little closer, like, why is this reaction happening? I feel like the way this is ending, like, is there anything else? Because they're going in their own direction. I feel like you need to delve a little deeper. Like, why are they going in their own direction? Is there something else you could do together to bring you closer together? Because I feel like this is a question that needs to be asked at this point. And being it's a general reading, I feel like this is like this point where you need to like kind of audit your relationship and like look at where you're each going and how you're relating to each other. That seems to be this moment. And that's what the whole point is, to bring you here. All right. I think we're good for relationships. Okay, let's do Aries single and see what we got for Aries single. Messages for Aries single. Messages for single Aries. Positive messages that help them empower themselves to learn what they need to learn, and to move forward in a positive way that help them find what they want in life. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not feeling like we need to pull the oracle cards, but we'll keep going. If it seems like it's a need, we'll pull them in later. All right, so, excuse me. You have the Chariot for where you're standing. You're ready to move forward. You may be single right now, but you have your eye on somebody, and you got your lovers here with your mindset. You're in love with somebody. Definitely in love with somebody. If this is hitting, you know who you like, and you know who you want. You're moving forward on that. You want that to happen. I have to be honest with you, this is kind of like the Sagittarius singles. I feel like it's going really well. Now, you have one card in the past, which is the Seven of Swords. You may have walked away from this the first time around. You weren't really sure this was going to be a good idea. But this time, not like something has come forward. Your feelings have grown. I feel like whatever happened in the past, you decided, you know what, maybe this isn't a good idea. I feel like you've moved on from that, and you're seeing things in a different light now. It might have been just like first impression, like, I don't know about this. And over time, and being exposed to this person, like you found what you like there. Because I'm getting the hero, I'm getting the Emperor and the King of Water here. King of Water, what is he? King of Cups. There we go. Same difference. You know where you stand, and you got this emotion. I'm getting a lot of strong energy here, though. I feel like the person you're interested in is also very strong, on the same page. On the same page. And I'm getting the Star card in the environment for this person. They're very optimistic about this pairing with you. Very, very. They're seeing a lot of good things, a lot of good possibilities. They want this to go forward. Anything else? I feel like there's a lot coming forward. Like it's a very festive energy. Very festive, very fun. I'm feeling like there's a very celebratory energy with this person. Like they're very optimistic and excited to be with you. You're both on the same page. This is very strong. The Emperor and the King of Cups. It's a very defined, solid base that's like, I feel like it's acknowledged, and once it's acknowledged, it moves forward. Like once both sides acknowledge it, it moves forward, because your bottom card here is the Four of Wands. That's like, to me, that's a marriage card, especially on this, the way these two were put together, because these are two people honoring each other, equals, feeling the same, very happy to be with each other, very like even keel, very balanced, but very excited, very optimistic, a very romantic, loving feeling, in my opinion, I'm feeling there. Now, the future cards, I really feel like they go together. It's not often that I have a matching court set come in like that. Queen and King of Wands, especially for an Aries reading. Aries is fire. To me, Wands are fire. I really feel like this deck pushes Wands forward as air, but to me, they feel very much like fire. So I feel like this is a very successful pairing. I feel like this is saying that this is like a very conducive, complementing energy. Like one doesn't need the other to survive, but they do very much complement each other, and there's a lot of strength and a lot more garnered working together going forward. I don't know if that seems kind of simple, but I really feel like that's what it's because the last card I'm seeing is also the Queen of Pentacles, which makes me feel like this is cemented in. This is something where the two of you are getting into this, looking at it long haul. You have a lot of plans. You're starting out now, but you're seeing this grow, kind of like on the Queen of Pentacles when she holds that pentacle like a child, like a newborn baby. Like you just like this, your relationship is a newborn baby, and it's going to grow and flourish and become its own thing, and it's going to be beautiful, and you're very excited about it. You have all the hope in the world that this is going to be the best relationship of your life. Like I feel like that's where this is going. This Lover's card in your thoughts, like that feels like that's where you are. I don't know what else I can say about that. All right, I think we're good, so I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.